Hello Internet!
This is Piou
And this is Azrod.
and we're here to show you how a solar punk way of life can bring you more happiness, make you less anxious, and teach you how to be more connected with yourself and nature. Overall, with less capitalism.
To do so, we did a big leap of faith and now we live here, with our goats.
Instead of living in Paris where we grew up.
Overall, it was a big leap of faith for us to go there, and a lot of people weren't really keen on the project, and even us had some reservations. But despite that, we decided to trust ourselves, and we are really happy to live here now.
Nowadays, there is 4% of anxiety in the world in the global population, which makes it the first mental disorder in the world today.
It's actually even more in the most capitalistic countries. For example, in the US, you have around 20% of the adult population and youth that have anxiety.
Moreover, in recent years, we saw a global increase in anxiety. For example, after the COVID-19 pandemic, there was a 25% increase in global anxiety and depression worldwide. Their way of life was threatened. Anxiety to lose a job, boredom and contemplation of your previous and fulfilling life, with the same question, how to make it until tomorrow.
Similarly to us, after the pandemic, some people change their job and choose to live closer to nature, for example.
To get rid of this anxiety, we decided to come live here, in the middle of nature, where we live by drinking in water streams, where we collect food from leftover in the supermarket, where we forage for food. That's why we also have goats, because they produce milk and also they're great company.
They are also great at ellagging the forest, as you can see, which is great because it helps the forest stay healthier and protect to some extent against wildfire. And we also have this doggo, Tommy, to protect them.
Recently, there was an incident. Tommy, the dog that is here to protect the goat from the wildlife, attacked one of the goats during his meal.
We did some research afterward and we realized that what Tommy did with coming with us was actually amazing. He spent his whole life with a couple of retired old people, and despite that, he quickly adapted, didn't attack nor the goats nor the chickens, even so they are all free range around us and around him almost all the time.
Before having Tommy, we had Gump, our other dog, which was and still is quite traumatized because she spent her entire life in a refuge. Rather than training Gump, we decided to opt for communication, which was really effective because in just a few weeks we were able to go out with her without a leash, and she quickly learned how to avoid crossing roads and putting herself in danger and how to wait for us to approve her to cross.
That was when we used to live in an apartment.
Go check our first videos! What we are asking Tommy to do is to be a livestock guarding dog. In general, livestock guarding dog refer to specific type of breeds that were literally created to be big dogs that don't consume much food, basically dogs that won't chase prey but will protect the livestock.
Even so, he isn't a purebred livestock guarding dog. He did an amazing job without any training beforehand.
By doing some research on the internet, we even learned that many people don't trust their livestock guarding dog to be with the livestock to protect the livestock and prefer to keep them way outside of the fence.
But we don't have fence, instead we just trusted him.
Even though an accident happened, now we know better how to train a livestock guarding dog. We realize that Tommy is already an amazing dog that did an amazing job, and we know that he isn't attacking the goats or the chickens just because he can attack them because they're prey, but he's just defending his food for like the most part.
The goat wasn't even that injured and is currently doing a great recovery. We still bought a muzzle so that we can trust him to be unleashed again, and we are going to take it to the beginning and step by step recreate the trust that was broken this time.
But we can already see that he understood that he did something wrong, and he's really careful when the goats are around him, and he tries to show us that he can stay calm and just keep it cool.
This is actually something really hard because the goat can be violent, and even when they try to headbutt him, we are asking him to stay calm and avoid any violent situation because he could easily kill them.
This shows that trust can lead to amazing symbiosis and beautiful situations.
And even if accident happened, you are better living through them rather than planning always for a future that you think will be worse.
So this is a few days later and we're a bit sick with Azrod, but the same day as we started filming, so a few days ago, we decided that we would just unleash Tommy in the moment. So Tommy has been unleashed for a few days and everything has been going fine. We also unleashed the two runaway goats that are not runaways anymore. This is Regina. She produces a lot of milk.
That goes to show you need to trust yourself. We love you and appreciate you. See you. Bye.